It's Flinging, Flanging Friday on my birthday. So Cass has I haven't had a drink, I promise. Cass has chosen shelf 1, which is just random Born Pretty. Everything Born Pretty is up there, so we'll see what we get. So he's literally hugging with his bottom one of the bottles. And it is CJ077, if I remember. Yes, CJ077. Couldn't really see what the colour was through the little window on the bottle because the sun was so bright. Now, Amie's daughter has chosen shelf 6. I think her name's Olivia, I think she said. So Olivia has chosen shelf 6 and he's gone right down the edge. So we're going to have to try again. So he is landed right in between. He's doing like a little bent over handstand in between two cat eyes because this is the cat eye shelf. And we've chosen Wine and Berries, which is like a really, really sumptuous browny red cat eye. It's really, really nice. So this is the colours. I was stumped. It's just autumn. It's like a fall collection sort of thing going on at the minute, like a nice brown and a gorgeous wine browny red cat eye. And I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? Because it's summertime and it's 32 degrees today and I am sweating. It is warm and these colours are not shouting at me. So Sion didn't get back to me, so we're going to choose a charm for her. I've grabbed Mojito Ice by Kiki London. I'm going to do 2 coats of that over the entire nail. So you can save 12% at Born Pretty using code TLNR. You can save 10% at Kiki London using code TLNR and 30% at Madame Glam using code Little Nail Room 30. I'll leave them all in the description box anyway. So once that nail has had 2 coats of that like sage green, it's such a nice like pastely, sagey, pistachio green. Is lovely. I'm going to grab the Wine and Berries cat eye. And I drew a little thing out that I wanted to do. I did a little bit of research and I was like, what can I do? The first thing that popped into my head, like I researched that. And then I was thinking of changing it up, but I thought, you know what, no, let's stick to our guts. Kind of glad that I did. A little bit wished I'd changed it a little bit. So I think it would have worked with both things. But I am glad that I stuck with this. I might have to put my fan on, but it's very noisy and I don't want to. So I've done like, I don't know, it's like a really long oblong, an oval oblong. So I did it with the brush from the bottle first, and then I've tried to make some spikes, like fan out the colour, fan out some spikes. So I was just going to do like sporadic spikes, and then I changed my mind and I wanted to do it more precise and more cartoon-like, I suppose. So I tried to make them a little bit thicker at the base and then to a point, and I wanted them to curl certain ways. And if you've guessed what it is already, high five, because I don't know how, because it is not looking good. So because obviously it's a cat eye, so we're going to zhuzh it all up. I've done the whole base, like the whole of this shape with the spikes in one coat, zhuzh it up, stick it in the lamp for a cure. I tried to make like the magnety bits go all around the edge, but it wasn't wanting to do that. So on the second coat, because it's a cat eye, I'm going to do 2 coats anyway. We just do it like down the centre, like that oval oblong without the spikes, zhuzh that up, try and make all of those pigmenty magnety bits go to the outside, which I think I do kind of do, but the next step I end up covering them up, so didn't need to do it. But I give that a cure, and then I go in with a detail brush, just doing like certain spikes, not all of them. I did contemplate doing all of them so that there was a bit of variation between the spikes and the other bit, but in the end I just did a few of them and then like zhuzhed them up as well with the magnet. And like I said, these are colours, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to invest in some more like bright coloured cat eyes, because all of them, I'm looking at all of them, and there's only like 2 or 3 that are quite bright summertime cat eyes. Apart from some of the Born Pretty ones, but because the Born Pretty shelf is just a mixture, I have no idea where you're going to land like at all, whether it's going to be a cat eye, a thermal, a jelly, a solid colour, a glitter gel, not a clue. So it's a pretty good shelf to go for. And then it was time to bring out the brown. It's a very nice brown, I must say. It's very, very autumnal. But I was really concerned when I got these 2 colours. So I've put a little bit on the palette and I've wiped off the sticky inhibition layer with some IPA on a lint-free wipe, and then grabbing a detail brush. I suppose you could go in with the brush from the bottle if you're a little bit more precise. Well, my hand was very shaky today for some reason, and I don't know why. Like I said, I haven't had a drink. So I'm leaving like a little border of that cat eye with the spikes. You probably know what it is now. Create a circle, leave a little border, and then create like an egg shape, like a squished circle, like it's squished on the top and the bottom, and it's touching that circle. You can fill all of that in. I only do 1 coat of that actually because I'm putting it on with a detail brush and it's quite pigmented. So I only really needed to do 1 coat of that. I'm going to pop it in the lamp. I end up popping it in for 30 seconds because then I realise, oh, I need a dotting tool. So I've made it a little bit bigger as well. Looking at it, I was like, I think I can get away with doing it a little bit bigger. So there's less of a border of that wine and berries cat eye. Yeah, I popped it in for 30 seconds and I was like, oh, I've missed this bit. I haven't done the ears. Oh my God, you know what it is now? Do you know? I'm pretty sure you do. It's so cute. So I did the little ears with the dotting tool and popped it back in for 60 seconds. Then I've grabbed Madame Glam's rubber nude base, rosy nude rubber base. I can't remember. And some Perfect Black. Don't know why I picked up the rosy nude rubber base. Let me just check what it's called. Nude rubber base. I'm going to take the smaller end of the dotting tool. I've lost my Madame Glam teeny tiny dotting tool. I don't know whether I gave it to my daughter because she started doing nails. Not the oldest one, another one, the oldest of the twins. She's started doing nails now and it's so cute. So using the small end of the dotting tool, the inside of the ear, the little nose, flip over the dotting tool so you've got the big end, and we're going to do some big eyes and then a tiny little like side smile. And then I'm going to outline as best as I can because it was very tricky to do the ears, and I was considering outlining the pinks of the ears as well as just like the whole ears, but I don't think I did in the end. Far too tricky. Outline the whole thing, including the ears, give it a cure, and then we're going to add some little hands either side and then some little feet at the bottom, and that's when I realised that I hadn't outlined the little bit at the bottom. Oh, someone's been naughty. And then I decided that I would then outline every single spike. Don't know why I did that, but I decided that the ones that we put the extra cat eye on, that the lines would go a little bit deeper to try and like distinguish them a little bit more. So the ones that I've had 2 cat eye brush strokes, a double cat eye on them, the ones that we wanted to stick out a little bit, they're going to have a little bit of a longer line towards the body so that it looks more like it's at the forefront. And then once that's done, we've just got to do the little tiny whites of his eyes. So using the tiny dotting tool again. Oh no, we haven't done that yet. We're mixing a little bit of the nude rubber base, a little bit of the brown and a little bit of the black to make a lighter brown colour. And I'm just sporadically adding little dashes all over his little tummy, all over it. And I think there's, a few on his face as well. But then we do take the tiny dotting tool. I don't think we cure the little dots and dashes. I think we just switch straight over to some bold white from Madame Glam, and with a tiny dotting tool, but I don't dip the dotting tool all the way into the polish blob on the palette because I don't want the dotting tool to be completely covered. I just want the tiniest little bit of polish on there, so it creates the tiniest little bit of like catch light. And then once that's all cured, I've chosen this little charm for Sion's choice. Hope she doesn't mind. And I thought it would be really cute to put a little bow on his head, or her head, either way, doesn't matter. And I've used the Builder Gel 8-in-1 from Born Pretty to secure that in place, and I thought it would be best to have a matte top coat so you can see all the little details. Look at him, he's so cute. But yes, he's all done. So we created a little hedgehog with the Flinging Flanging Friday choices today. Hope you liked it, guys. I'm going to go and relax and wait for more people to come see me because my sister-in-law and mother-in-law are turning up in a moment. So I'll love you and leave you. Everything I've used is in the description box down below with links for, oh, not just links, discount codes and links for lots of different places. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!